Hey guys, welcome to today's show. My name is Ante. I run a small AI agency, and here today we have Omar. And we are going to show you some cool AI tools today. Omar, what are we gonna see today?
Hey guys, today I think the audience or the people will be amazed, especially now when considering with AI. And today we're gonna tell the magic of how on autopilot they just can generate a bunch of leads, and it's just gonna take a easy setup, drop the contacts, and the rest is magic. And I think this is amazing for B2B. So I think Ante, we are ready to go.
Yeah, so as Omar said, this is amazing for B2B because LinkedIn is a treasure trove basically of amazing leads. What I like about LinkedIn is that there's no BS. Like when you message somebody, that person knows who you are. They can see your employment history. They know if you're legit or not. You even need to use an ID to make an account at LinkedIn and verify it, which makes LinkedIn a great way to find B2B prospects. So Prosp AI automates this whole process. Here I'm opening Flow, where I added almost 7,000 leads. Today with all these AI tools you can generate leads very easily. Omar and I generated this with Apollo, but we're not today here to show you Apollo. We're going to talk about Prosp. So once you have the list, you can automate the whole process of nurturing these leads. So as you can see, the first step is to visit the LinkedIn profile. What this means is that the bot will basically go to the prospect's profile and visit it, and then the prospect will get a notification that you visited the profile, which is a first sign of interest. If anybody used LinkedIn, you would know that when somebody visits your profile on LinkedIn, you get a notification. So it's a bit creepy, but it's a sign of interest. The other step in the flow that we put is like last post. This is really cool. So the AI identifies the last post that the prospect made, that the possible client made, and likes it, and then sends a connection request. A lot of people say, hey, you need to add a note when you're sending a connection request. Other people say, no, you shouldn't add a note because it's very spammy. But in Prosp, for us, it's set up so that we don't add a note. And I have to say, a lot of people accept the request. And just this automation, sending connection request, is for me worth this product, because it basically just grows your LinkedIn without doing anything. And then send a message. This is very interesting, actually, because here LinkedIn has some kind of restrictions in terms of spam. So if it detects that you're sending the same message often, it can block your account. Guys that make Prosp knew this. So the way that the LinkedIn messages work is that they are written by AI, so they're different every time. So you're kind of bypassing this spam security feature. So here I wrote my own prompt for contacting these leads. You can see here, based on the following information from the LinkedIn profile, write a very short message starting with hi, first name. So first name is a variable that you can add by clicking here, and it's basically used for customizing and personalizing the messages, which is very important. Yeah. Because everybody knows that personalization is conversion. So in this case, Omar and I are running an Estonian AI that finds B2B prospects and writes the messages, just like Prosp. We're selling it as a service. And we are prompting the AI to explain this offer very, very shortly, very simply. People don't have time reading long messages, so we're making sure that the AI understands that. There's a couple of anti-prompts here, like don't mention their company name, don't reuse the same exact word from the profile. These are very good instructions. And then you can see a preview. I'll show you a preview how would that look like on one of our prospects. Not valid.
Maybe get the real examples, Ante. Maybe get some examples from your LinkedIn, and people can see how it's different.
All right, you're right. Yeah, okay, let's go to LinkedIn.
Let's see how it looks like.
Look at this. This is Shanti, so one of my leads from the list. This is the message that the AI wrote. Hi Shanti, notice you're scaling AI solutions. We run an Estonian AI that finds B2B prospects, writes messages, and books the meetings for you. I'd love to show it to you if you're curious. This is such a good message. It's so short and
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point, yeah. The prospect, like the lead, she didn't answer, which is something that happens very often because people are bombarded by messages on LinkedIn. So here, there's a voice message. And if you see in the flow, the next step is wait for 2 days, visit LinkedIn profile again, and then send a LinkedIn voice. So if the lead doesn't answer, I prepared a voice message. I don't know if it will be audible. I'll try to play it. Do you hear it?
I think no, from my end.
It's a very simple message I recorded myself, saying basically, hey, I'm just checking if you saw my message, no rush, but I think this will be exciting for you. So that's the voice message. So in this case, the Shanti didn't answer and the voice message was sent. That was Thursday. And then wait for 2 more days. If the lead doesn't answer, visit profile again and send a final message. This is called a digital breakup prompt, but it's kind of the same style. It's just prompting AI to write a very short breakup message, let's call it like that, saying something like this. Hey Shanti, no worries, but if it's not the right time, I'm here if you ever want to connect in the future.
And she eventually, I see, responded today.
Lo and behold, she responded today. Hello Ante, Sunil from the sales team reached out to you. Thanks, which is like the best proof possible that lead nurture actually works. And if you send one message and you get no response, it doesn't mean anything.
Don't give
up. You still have a couple of shots. So every time you send a new message, you kind of break the ice a little bit more. Yeah. And you can see that this kind of flow has been executed across many accounts. At different stages. For example, this guy, he's on the voice note still. And this is very scalable. You cannot do this without using a tool like this.
Like people back in the day, I think, man, this is like so awesome because like I can even share my screen and tell some of the things that we together implemented also for my LinkedIn, because back in the day, I would have to pay someone to do this, or I would have to do it myself, or hire a VA from like Philippines and do this. And it's kind of no joke, because we even got a couple of clients like this for my agency, for our agency, where also Ante is involved in the hiring and staffing agency. I can share maybe the screen. So we got 2 clients by doing the exact same thing that Ante is telling. And just today, you see, while I was talking, the same concept was sent. Some messages were sent here. Like I saw that if you notice, like the first message, they don't respond. But the moment, I think that the secret sauce is actually the voice note. Like most of the time, whenever I send a voice note, they just respond, because it sounds kind of bad, but we kind of guilt trip them. We kind of say, hey, look how much effort I put, and because it's, as you said, Ante, you have to take the phone, because voice messages can only be sent through phone. So you have to take the phone and then press send and blah, blah, blah. So Alan here said that, no, he has an internal team, but I say gotcha, and also just dropped also the slide deck. But this was me doing that manually. But maybe in Prospect in the future, who knows, that can be done. And I have recently a lead here. A meeting will be booked soon, where the lead, I send a voice note, he sends me a voice note back. So this guy is raising like $10 million capital, and so possible business opportunity is there, where we're gonna help him with hiring Ukrainian and Croatian or Macedonian talent, because that's another part of the business partnerships that me and Ante are doing. Basically, we do the staffing, HR, and also the AI outreach, because we're gonna soon and slowly tell to the audience what most of the tools are that we used. It's not just that we just use Prosp. We have also Clay, Apollo, and other stuff that we slowly gonna talk one by one and how to use and how people can basically make business.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's a true knowledge gap right now between people who know about these tools and people who don't. Let me show you about my results for Prosp that I had.
Let's see.
So if you go here to the dashboard and then you go to the campaign. So I was experimenting a little bit, which is definitely what you should do with Prosp, because there is no golden method. There is no other way of doing these things. It really depends on your industry, on the type of leads you have. So you have to be a bit creative and experiment. Here in the first one, I was trying to be a bit more honest, and I literally told people, hey, I'm selling a service which is AI outreach on LinkedIn, and I'm using it right now to reach out to you, which is a bold way of approaching things. And it had a lower acceptance rate, a bit more reply rate, but acceptance was much lower. So I used another method which worked a little bit more. You can see acceptance rate, which is basically acceptance of request on LinkedIn, is 20.9. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And the reply is almost 20%, which is also very, very good. Many outreach messages on LinkedIn get unnoticed, blocked, deleted. So about 20% is amazing. You have similar results?
Yeah, I think I have similar results, but people or the audience should also think about that. I can start sharing the screen. Like compare this to like email marketing, where the response is 0. Because we have also some success with email marketing. We can talk that on another occasion, how we got some potential clients and then also closing some deals. But here in my result, you can see that 18.6% is I think slightly lower than you were here, and then the response or the reply rate is 28. And I'm using
that's really good.
Pure value. I say, hey, we are good. Like if you can see based on the website, hey, world-class talent at 35 euros or dollars per hour, and people love them straight to the point. And these are really good, but my lead list, I got a slightly bigger, and I maybe should have chosen a smaller lead list. That's something that I should have worked, but the audience can do that for themselves, and like so.
Yeah, that's you mean making a more precise lead list?
Yeah, like if you're an entrepreneur and you have limited resources, maybe like you should do that. I think that's a mistake I made, but I think after this meeting or tomorrow I'm gonna start cleaning something there, because then it takes more time, because I have limited the request to 15 per day, so it will take a lot of time to go through all of them.
100%. Now here you can see some more analytics. So how many conversations, how much engagement, how many requests were sent, how many of them were accepted. And I have to say, since I used Prosp, I had much more activity on LinkedIn. One other thing that Prosp does is it comments automatically on people's posts, as I showed before. So you can see an example here. Look, this is one of the leads. I never went to this person's profile myself, but the bot went here, found the last post, understood the context of the post, and commented something very vague, but still, it's a comment, looks intriguing, can't wait to see more. And I got one like here, and all of this boosts the algorithm of LinkedIn. It makes it seem like your account is used a lot, and the algorithm likes that. You can see here another example. Curious to learn more. Here, looking forward to the impact. This is what I prompted the AI to do, to be vague, so it doesn't give some comments that don't make sense. So you have to tell it to be vague so that it fits most of the context. And I have to say, since I started doing this, started getting a lot of requests. People wanted to connect to me. I guess I'm popping up in people's searches now. Yeah. I even got a response here, look. Especially if you do this on a leads profile, they like this. They like if they see that you're on their profile checking out their stuff.
Yeah. And you get lots of impressions as well. I see like each of the comments has 10 to 20 impressions.
Yeah, it's not like a viral post or a viral comment, but it adds to your account. It builds your account.
Well, this one has 379 impressions.
Okay, comment. This one I actually made myself. Yeah.
That's a good one, actually.
And this post went viral, and then I commented on it, so also my comment had a lot of impressions.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What do you think of people who, which if you're an entrepreneur, what's the way to get leads and get like sales? What would you recommend? Should people like focus
Uh,
like?
if you're B2B, I would definitely say that you have to make a killer list first.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of ways of doing that. We're using Apollo in this case to make a very targeted list. And then I think now with AI tools, you should use them, but you should also like mix some of your own personalized styles. So people's inboxes are full of AI slop. So you have to really, really make sure that you seem authentic. Like in the prompts that I showed you before at Prosp, it's very important to keep them authentic, short, to the point. So combine automation, combine a bit of your own effort, and I think that's the best way.
No, I agree because I'm using that way, and a bit of we are using also a bit of email marketing. That's gonna be another topic, but like LinkedIn is the killer. I think that's a money making machine. If you're a B2B, that's the place. Unless it's your B2C, probably this won't be a good B2C, and people know that. So, like,
Yeah.
oh man, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
for B2C, I would go with social media.
like TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
because if you have a SaaS or something, I would definitely go with social media if it's a B2C product.
Yeah. Do you think people can this project? Like I was watching some comments that people said, "Oh, I can build this on my own on N8, or I can do this manually." First of all, I think N8 might be possible if you can automate that workflow, but you have to do the self-hosting, and probably you need open API keys, because for this one prosp you don't even need API keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can do it.
Well, I think it's possible to build it yourself, but LinkedIn has quite a few restrictions. I was doing a bit of research, and they're really strict about how you use them as an automation tool.
Yeah.
So I think Prosp is doing a great job of keeping messages and automations within limits so that LinkedIn doesn't ban your account. Because if your account gets banned on LinkedIn, it's a big problem. Because it's tied to your identity, so you might never get a chance to make it again. So you gotta be careful making these tools yourself.
Yeah, and you lose a bunch of like connections that, like, imagine you have 10,000 connections.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, man.
Okay. Well, it's worked pretty well for us. Let's keep using it, and we can share more results in the future. We only just started using this, so yeah, we're curious on if anybody else is using this and what are the results, because we feel like we hit a gold mine here with this tool. But if anybody wants to try Prosp AI, try it in the description below. We got a big fat link for you, and there's a free plan, which is also very good. We're not affiliates of Prosp, we just love the tool. So yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, and the trial, like the free plan or the free trial, is only for 14 days, and then the trial is over. So give it a try.
Yeah, 14 days, there's plenty.
Yeah, more than enough.
Okay,
thank you, guys.
Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
Ciao, ciao.